Previously on Pozzie Adventures, Richard and Tanya's unforgettable journey began in the Brisbane Ranges, full of excitement and possibility. From there they rolled west into the heart of the wine country, the Barossa Valley, before pushing north into the dramatic ridgelines and deep gorges of the Flinders Ranges. With the Outback calling, they ventured out through Coober Pedy and into the wild beauty of the Painted Desert. From those surreal landscapes they turned north again and then west towards the red heart of the country, Uluru, and the cultural wonders of Ulara. Next came Kings Canyon, a place towering sandstone walls and deep thyme. Taking the rugged Ernest Giles Road, they rejoined the Stuart Highway just outside Alice Springs and continued their adventure straight up through the centre of Australia and into the tropical capital of Darwin. After soaking in the top end's warmth and hospitality, they turned south once more, stopping in Tennant Creek for fuel before setting off along the long, lonely stretch of the Barkly Highway. Just before reaching the Barkly homestead, the journey took an unexpected turn. The transmission on their Ford Ranger, towing a 3-ton caravan, began to overheat. Out in the middle of nowhere, the heat and the stress were rising fast. With patience and persistence, Richard and Tanya managed to nurse the vehicle into the mining town of Mount Isa, hoping it would hold out just long enough. In the last episode, we watched them limp into Mount Isa, grateful to have made it, but now they face a new challenge, trying to find a repairer who can get them back on the road before their 9-week long service leave adventure saw the oasis of the Outback, trying to make the most from their unexpected stopover. This is Pozzie Adventures. Again here, killing time. Tanya's raced off because she's in a rush. We're at the Mount Isa Underground Hospital. So we're doing the last tour of the day, aren't we?
Yep.
Be interesting. Don't know anything about it.
No idea.
Find out some information, we'll let you know. Ooh, almost fell over, almost needed the hospital. In a remote corner of northwest Queensland, beneath the sun-scorched hills of Mount Isa, lies a fascinating and little-known chapter of Australia's wartime history. This is the Mount Isa Underground Hospital, and just beside it the humble but historically rich canvas house. Built in 1942 during World War II, the underground hospital was a direct result of growing fears that Japanese air raids could reach inland towns like Mount Isa, a vital mining and industrial hub. With no bomb-proof medical facilities and under the looming threat of attack, off-duty miners volunteered their time to dig deep into the hill behind the local hospital. The result was a remarkable feat, Australia's first and only purpose-built underground hospital. It featured timber-lined tunnels, a full surgical theatre, wards and storage areas, all carved into the rock and fitted out to care for up to 60 patients, safe from any potential bombing. In the end, the underground hospital was never used for casualties of war, but it stood ready, a quiet symbol of community resilience.
I'll never forget the sound of that air raid siren. Chilled me to the bone. Thankfully there were no attacks. And now that the Japanese have surrendered, a sense of relief has fallen upon the Isa. Though we were prepared for anything, the hospital was never needed to treat patients. That doesn't mean that it wasn't utilised. All this hard work for nothing? I don't think so. A lot of nurses, especially on night shift, realised that the tunnels were cooler than outside and we would take naps on the bunks between shifts. It was certainly a different experience facing down here, sleeping down here. Somehow comforting, safe. wonder what will become of all this hard work. Perhaps we'll find another use for it. Perhaps the miners will just fill it back in and all of this will be lost to history. Who knows? Who knows?
Okay, boys. Fire 'em up. Fill it in.
Just next door, another piece of history stands quietly in place, the canvas house. This rare surviving structure dates back to Mount Isa's early days, when accommodation was in short supply and the searing outback heat made traditional buildings impractical. Lightweight and portable canvas houses like this were common across the town in the 1930s and 1940s. They were made with timber frames and thick canvas walls that allowed for airflow, a clever way to beat the heat before air conditioning was ever an option. The canvas house on display today is furnished just as it would have been back then, giving visitors a rare window into daily life in remote Australia during that era. Together with the underground hospital and canvas house offer a powerful glimpse into Mount Isa's past, a time of grit, adaptation and determination. They remind us that even in the harshest conditions, Aussie communities found ways to care, protect and endure. Tucked away beside the Mount Isa Underground Hospital is one of the Outback's most fascinating hidden gems, the Beth Anderson Museum. Named after Beth Anderson, a dedicated local nurse who worked in Mount Isa for over 3 decades, the museum is home to an incredible collection of medical history, much of it from the early days of Outback healthcare. Step inside and you'll find everything from antique surgical instruments and wartime first aid kits to vintage hospital furniture and nursing memorabilia that spans nearly a century. It's a hands-on glimpse into the challenges and creativity of remote medicine when nurses and doctors had to make do with whatever they had, often hundreds of kilometres from the nearest major hospital. Among the displays are stories of people who kept the town alive, dedicated nurses, bush doctors and the patients they served, all in time before sealed roads, specialist care or even reliable electricity. Beth Anderson herself was known for her tireless work in Mount Isa's early hospital wards, and the museum bearing her name honours that spirit of compassion, resilience and care. Well, day 5.
Yeah.
Stranded.
Yeah.
Hey, my love.
Forgotten.
Yep.
We'll get our tree.
Yeah. They say no news is good news, but in this case, no news is just no news is just no news. So, our oil cooler didn't arrive at Repco on Friday. They're not really sure when it's going to arrive. Seems that Mount Isa has problems with deliveries for everything. Hopefully it'll be tomorrow. And if it is, then I'll put the cooler part on the car. So the actual transmission cooler I'll fit under the bonnet and in front of the radiator, just to save that job for the guy who's doing the transmission service. Then all he's got to do is run the lines. We've pumped out the water from our bladder in the car, so we've lightened the load there. Caravan tanks, they've only got bladder water in them. There's not much in them, but we'll probably fill them before we leave.
Yeah.
Because we will need the water. But yeah, we've been to the lake here, which was good, wasn't it? We've been out on the boat on the lake, that was fun.
Yeah.
We've been to the underground hospital, which I really enjoyed that. That was good as well.
I went to the market this morning, but it was not very much there really.
Yeah, it was very small market, to be fair. I really don't know if we'll do too much else here, just depends how long we're here for.
I think tomorrow, if we have a bit more of an idea of when we're likely to be moving on, then we may do the mine tour, because that sounds really interesting.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, what we're immediately aware of is we're still unsure what the car's going to cost as a total. We're still unsure when we're going to be getting out of here. But what we are sure of is we've got almost 3,000 kilometres to do before the end of the month. And our next meeting point for meeting up with friends is about 1,600 kilometres away, which is Longridge. I thought it was Lightning Ridge.
Lightning Ridge, sorry.
Yeah, Lightning Ridge. So that's about 1,600 kilometres from here. And we've got to be there next Friday. So that's not this Friday coming, it's the following one. So it seems like a long way away, but not when you're stranded. And obviously there's sort of 1,600 kilometres to do in the meanwhile. So we need a few days to be able to cover that comfortably. Anyway, we will keep you updated and let you know what happens. But yeah, the joys of being on the road. Oh yeah, second update. This one here has given me a cold.
You don't seem to have it as bad as I had it though.
Oh, it's going to be terminal for me. I'll get man flu.
Oh my god. I'm on 2 lots of antibiotics. I'm on steroids.
It's because you're a sick
I've got a
person,
puffer.
sickly. She talks to all the vagrants. That's what she's like. She talks to anyone. So day 6.
Yes, I think
So
so.
sort of blurred in. I think
Yeah.
I think we've become residents.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So
We'll
we've
be paying rates soon.
yeah. So we've decided to come up to the Mount Isa lookout. It's a big water tank and right up on top of the hill. Nice 360-degree views.
Yeah.
Yeah. Eagle. Very breezy up here. Hold on to your hat. Okay. Well, Charlieville is 919 kilometres that way.
I'm supposed to be going there next.
Yeah.
London, 15,724.
Some of these are peeling off. 674 to Alice Springs. Oh, there you go. Fantastic artwork. There's quite a lot going on in Mount Isa for people that live here. So you've got the horse racing circuit, but also we did notice that they've built a outdoor basketball court, floodlit with a roof over it, like a gazebo roof, if you like, for the kids, which does tend to get used quite a bit, doesn't it? Every time we've driven past, there's been kids there playing basketball. So I suppose if you've got a job out here and you live out here, it's not a horrendous place to live. It's just, oh, this wind is crazy. It's just if you're stuck here, and from what I've seen, just in our campground alone, a lot of people get stuck here. Seems to be the place for a breakdown. We've got 4 people in a row all stuck and stranded, and that's just in where we are camped. I'm sure there's others that we don't know of. But we got a guy with a BT50 broken front tail shaft. We got a guy with a caravan that, come on Pigeon, move. We got a guy with a caravan that's a new caravan with disc brakes, and he's hang on. His brake, the pump for the brakes has fallen off the caravan.
It's still under warranty, but
Yeah.
paid for the part to come from Repco via Miner's Mate, and afterwards he contacted his caravan manufacturer, and they could have got it shipped out for over $500 less than he paid.
Yeah.
Anyway,
But that's always going to be the way. And then the lady that's next to us has got a camper van, and she's at a Kangaroo, and she's taken out all her air conditioning underneath. And again, she's stuck at Miner's Mate. So we're just waiting on our guy, which is we're using Bare Mechanical, and we're just waiting for him to get the parts in. I did send him a message this morning to say, really, to try and push it but not be too pushy, because we need it sorted, we need it resolved, we need to be on our way. We haven't got the luxury of being full-time travellers. If we were, it would be different, but we've both got jobs to go back to, and we need to get on that, and we need to get moving because we've got a long way to go.
yeah.
So try to put pressure on him without putting too much pressure on him, because last thing I need is him to say, well, piss off, go somewhere else, because that's not going to help us at all. So we'll keep you up to date and let you know what happens. But right now, not much. We're going to do the mine tour later. We'll bring a bit of that to you. Just trying to find things to do here without costing us the earth, because right now the campground's costing us the earth. At $47 a night every night we're here, which is all money out of our budget that we hadn't accounted for. So yeah, big thumbs up to Tanya's mum, who's helped us out.
Yeah.
Which would have, we wouldn't have been able to get it. I mean, it would have all been on credit card otherwise. Anyway, well, we've just had a phone call that some of our parts have arrived, so we're going to go in and pick them up. Well, the start of our repairs, first part of it has arrived, which is our transmission oil cooler. We ordered this from Repco. It wasn't cheap, $814. But it's a good quality one, and it's dedicated for the Ford Ranger. So now we just need the bypass kit, and we're somewhere on our way. So that's your toilet for the miners. Looks like it's in a bit of wear.
Because when I started working out there, you know, pick up that field, there were a lot of open spaces underground. I didn't know where they all were. Well, they worked out where they all were. Big stack over there, that big cement one.
Over in England. Yeah. Canaries. What are we watching now?
That's a good sign.
Yeah, we're already out with you. Finally, yeah.
Just did a cheat there. I'll see whether I cheated too much. No, I did right. Poured out a bit high. Just watch your step coming out. It's a bit high there. Duck your head if you're tall. You've got 5 steps out here and anyway. That's all right. Anyway, did you break the handle off? Or pull it out of that? Where, oh, I just put it back in now. I couldn't do that yesterday. I don't know. But anyway, if you're going to do it,
Yeah.
just grab hold of it, put it up there, touch it, and then take it off.
So satisfied with myself.
I know, it's awesome.
Alright, well, we dropped the car in, haven't we, darling?
Yeah. It's
So-
out of our hands now.
So fingers crossed we'll have it back today fixed
Yep.
and we can get out of here.
Yes. We're Mount Ised out as much as we like it.
Yeah, we've had enough.
We've had enough now.
Anyway, going to end this episode here.
Yep.
Let you know how we get on in the next episode.
Yeah, absolutely.
So like and subscribe,
Hit the bell icon to be notified of new episodes.
and we'll catch you on the next one.
Take care, guys.
See ya.